Okay. Welcome out, everybody. Tonight's essential oil topic is grapefruit essential oil, one of the citrus oils. So welcome everybody who's attending us here tonight and those who are watching us later on. And I'll turn the time over to Jade.
All right. Thank you. Thanks, Ben. So have you guys experienced grapefruit before? Have you tried to use grapefruit? Anybody?
Not yet.
Yes, I have.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
I diffused it. It's Peaches. Hi, guys.
Hi.
I diffused it a couple of times. I rubbed it on my belly a couple of times for the belly fat. And I think I don't know. When I take it, I feel like I feel great. You know, I feel like I feel great. And I put it in water. I put it in water. I've had it that way also, and it smells wonderful. It smells really good.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Yes, it smells yummy. It's from pink grapefruit. And doTERRA's grapefruit oil is from pink grapefruit. And of course, it's one of those great oils that you can put in your water. It does a lot of things that citrus does, and I think a few more things too. But I'll just read here that it's appetite balancing. So, of course, a lot of people use it for appetite suppressant because most of us have some weight to lose. But there's some people that do have issue that they can't gain weight, and actually it helps them kind of stimulate hunger again. That's when you're super skinny. But for most people, it helps suppress the appetite. And then it helps with cellulite and skin clearing. It helps with adrenal support. It helps with weight management and hormonal balancing, and it helps with body acceptance and respect. Okay, hi Ginger. Alrighty, so if you haven't had a chance to try grapefruit, this is a beautiful oil to have. And this whole week studying grapefruit and thinking about grapefruit, I really have a better appreciation for grapefruit. So for those people who are worried, their doctors have said, hey, don't do grapefruit or orange because of the health problems that they have. Well, this is from the rind. It's not from the fleshy fruit, and it has completely different chemical makeup. And in fact, it's the people that actually shouldn't eat it are the people that should take the oils. Okay. So I think some people have diabetes and things, and they should eat the fruit. That's what the doctor says. But the rind, the oil on the rind, is actually really good for them. Okay, it's one of those oils that we recommend people try. And grapefruit oil is found in doTERRA Slim and Sassy Metabolic Blend. It's found in their Aroma Touch Massage Blend. And it's found in the Citrus Bliss blend. Now, I heard with Dr. Susan Morton, she said that this is the only citrus oil that we don't have to worry about photosensitivity. So I don't know for sure because on doTERRA website, they give you a warning of photosensitivity. So I'm not sure what to do there. But what that means is you can use it on your skin without worrying about it giving you a sunburn right there. Because they put it in the Aroma Touch blend. So that's interesting, isn't it? And I've used Aroma Touch, out and walked outside before and it was okay. So anyone have any questions or comments? No? All right.
Does everybody like the taste of grapefruit?
Excuse me.
I like the taste. It's one of the oils that you can put in your water.
It's very clean. clean taste.
Yeah, it's a good one to drink.
Mix it with the other citrus oils, lemon and orange. Okay, so one very important thing that I want you to remember today about grapefruit, okay, is it's very high in limonene. Okay, limonene is a chemical constituent, and it's a monoterpene. So basically, limonene helps with cancer cell inhibition. So that's really important nowadays, because we have a lot of toxins in our environment and lots of cells that mutate and can lead to cancer and tumors and things. So grapefruit has 95% limonene. The next one down is tangerine, that has 94, and then orange has 91, mandarin has 72, and lemon has 65%. What that means to you is that it helps your body produce more white blood cells, and that's really good. It's very cleansing. Okay. Alrighty. So we'll move to the body if nobody has anything to say. So just remember that grapefruit helps balance your nervous system, and it helps, it's very helpful for those recovering from some sort of drug addiction. Sometimes the drugs are stored in our cells and our cells hold on to it, and we kind of have withdrawals, yeah. So this way it kind of cleanses our cells more thoroughly. Okay. So it's a amazing oil, hello, for water retention. Okay, it's very easy. You just have to mix it with fractionated coconut oil. I have a blend here. It's just 15 drops of grapefruit oil and fractionated coconut oil. You mix that together, and you just massage it on your body where the areas are where you've swollen, and then you just massage it up towards your torso. You can also drink it to help with water retention too. Okay, so we have lots of different oils that you can use for water retention, and grapefruit oil is one of them. Anybody used it for water retention before? So if you know anyone that's pregnant perhaps, that's might help them. Okay, it's a natural way of helping their body stick.
But I will
Oh, Peaches, you can't.
Hi, Peaches, you're
Cutting out.
You're cutting out. You want to say that again?
Oh, I said, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. I know the comment I made is I will start using it now for that, because I do a lot of standing on the job, and my ankles, sometimes they swell up. There's water there. It's not like, everything, but it's water there. So I'm going to try that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I was using cypress. When it happens, I use, rub cypress, massage cypress into it, and, it goes down some. But I'm going to try this grapefruit and see how that works.
Yeah, see how that works, and comment below and see if that works for you. Because sometimes, because we're different, one oil will work better for you than another oil. Because you're different.
Oh, my goodness. It's good to know. I didn't know that about grapefruit.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
It helps with the lymphatic drainage. We're talking about water retention, so it helps with just drainage. So you can use this to massage. So you can use it if you mix it with 5 drops of grapefruit, 4 drops of geranium mixed with fractionated coconut oil, and then you can massage it on your body right after very hard exercise. just to disperse the lactic acid and just to reduce aches and stiffness that might come after a good workout. So that's a good blend. Debbie?
Yeah, can I add something really quick? So a couple weeks ago, I got kind of pretty sick, and I think it put my body in shock. And where I was shaking so hard, you remember me telling you this, and I had to go to the hospital. One of the reasons that they kept me was because my lactic acid was high, and I realized it was from the shaking, the intense, like, muscle, tensity that I was experiencing. I wish I had known that.
It makes sense now, huh? That connection. Everyone hear this.
Yeah. But I wish I had known that, because I probably, if I had used that, it probably would have helped with that, and I may not have had to be in the hospital. So.
Oh, that's really interesting, huh? You don't think of that connection, like your body's shaking, and it's like a workout. So, yeah.
Because when pitchers are done pitching, because my boys play baseball, when they're done pitching, they actually have to go, like, jog. They just jog, not run hard or anything, but it helps level out that lactic acid in their body if they will do that activity after they're done pitching. So that's what it made me think about. When they told me my lactic acid was high, I was like, oh, that totally makes sense. So
yeah, it wasn't drained properly. Huh.
Yeah.
That's good to know. All right, everyone, remember to do that. Grapefruit oil after some vigorous movement. Yeah. All right, so I said earlier that it balances appetite, but for most of us, just remember it's an appetite suppressant. Okay, so smell it, diffuse it, and use it in your food, and use in your water, so you feel more satiety when you eat, and you eat less. Okay, that's grapefruit. All right, I've never had this problem, but I hear it all the time, so I'm putting it in here. And for hangovers, guys, this is your solution. So you have a morning bath and you have a drink too. Okay, so the bath is half a cup of Epsom salt, 5 drops of grapefruit, and 3 drops of rosemary in a warm bath. And you're sitting in the warm bath and you're drinking grapefruit oil and peppermint oil in a warm tea. So that's 3 drops of grapefruit, 2 drops of peppermint, and you're sipping it slowly, okay, while you recover. The next
Sounds
day.
good.
Okay. Yeah. I've had lots of people ask me, so I had to figure this one out. I used to say, hey, lemon, go for lemon. But now we have a little bit of a better solution. All right. Cellulite massage blend. Mr. Austin, you're funny. Okay, so cellulite. I promise I'm not going to laugh anymore, because sometimes I laugh because I haven't experienced it myself, and then someone tells me, hey, that was me, you're laughing. Okay, so this is cellulite. 1 ounce of fractionated coconut oil, 10 drops of grapefruit oil, 8 drops of lemon oil, and mix that together. And you want to rub it in the areas where you have the fat deposits. See how it helps with the drainage, with the lactic acid, and helps it to flush and move along. Well, it does that to adipose tissues too, so fat tissues. Okay, and you can massage that on in your areas, and do that morning and night. And if you can remember to do the lemon and grapefruit oil in water too. Okay. Because lemon's in that mixture, just don't expose your skin directly to sunlight. Okay. All right, the next thing we want to talk about is chemo recovery support. So your friends that have been through chemo and are recovering, okay, so remember how this is helping us clean and flush out things and inhibits like cancerous cells. Well, the grapefruit oil will help uplift the mood and helps detoxify the liver and helps the cells flush out the stored toxins. Because some people may have chemo toxins in their system for about 9 years. Okay? So it's a big deal to help them cleanse this out. So you can drink it, you can smell it, and you can rub it on. Anybody have friends that need this? Okay, so the next thing here is increase white blood cells.
Did you just call me? Did you just call me, Jade? Hello? I don't know what's happening.
I'm going to mute you, Peaches.
Yep. Okay. All right, it's muted. Increase white blood cells. Okay, so that's 5 drops of grapefruit, 4 drops of lemon, and 3 drops of lemongrass, and then 3 drops of breathe. And white blood cells count is very important sometimes. And so if you make that mix, you can actually gently apply it to the bottom of your feet before you go to sleep. Okay? So that's important for healing. Okay, so the next thing here is blood clots. And that can be quite dangerous if we don't manage that. So sometimes people are on medication and their body is trying to regulate, and it's very difficult to regulate. And so they have to go back to the doctors, and the doctors have to adjust the medications. But with essential oils, it helps the body regulate on its own. So if it's too high, it lowers, and then if it's too low, it kind of lifts it up. So I love how it's so balancing, and it adapts and adjusts all the time. And it's the body that's doing that balancing act. And you want to encourage the body to do that well. And you can use 4 drops of grapefruit, 3 drops of clove, 3 drops of lemon, 2 drops of helichrysum, mix all that up. And you can actually ingest this blend or mix it on the bottom of your feet. Okay, so it helps the blood flow at a good rate. And, you know, so you don't want any clotting in any part of your body. And this will just keep things going nicely. Okay. Any comments or questions, guys? No? Alrighty, we'll move on. Okay, so grapefruit is quite yummy. So it's great for food flavoring. So put that in the grapefruit in your smoothies, your juices, salad dressing for fantastic flavor. So we have an awesome juicer at home, and we like to juice every day if we can. And then I like to just put grapefruit oil in there just to enhance the flavor. It's really yummy. Have you guys cooked with grapefruit before? Anyone have some fun ideas and recipes?
I don't really like grapefruit, period, but I've added it to my water and stuff because it doesn't taste like it doesn't taste the way it does when you eat it. So I was surprised. I just wanted to try it on my own and just see. But I actually liked it, and then I put it in something else. I had some bitter orange juice, and then I put it in there. I put it in there too, and it had pulled up for me. So I was like, well, let me find some ways that I can just drink it as well. And but I was surprised because I actually really liked it. I liked it a lot in the water too. So it might surprise somebody else if they haven't tasted it yet. Just a suggestion.
Hey, good, excellent, thank you. Yeah, because sometimes you don't like the fruit, but then the oil smells good and tastes good. Yeah. All right, the last thing here for the body is just metabolism. Grapefruit is part of slimassassy, but you know, when I use it, I like to add more grapefruit. I don't know, I like the taste and the smell. So 5 drops of it's either slimassassy in water 4 to 5 times a day, and that's the sweet spot. So for those people who want to boost their metabolism, that's the way to go. Okay. Anyone want to share?
Also, I think adding the slimassassy to your water gets you more hydrated, so you're drinking more water because I don't know, it increases the taste of the water.
Yeah.
So I find when you're drinking a bit of like slimassassy or lemon or grapefruit, it helps you to regulate your intake of water and drink more.
Sometimes you've had breakfast or you've had a meal already, and you just feel still unsatisfied, and it's tempted to eat more of something or whatever. But you've eaten. So in that case, I like to just add a little bit of slimassassy or grapefruit to my water, and just to help my body feel that satiety. Maybe clear the channels a little bit so that my body actually gets the message that I've eaten and I'm full, because otherwise you're going to eat more than you need to. So that's another thing I do with that. Okie dokie. Because sometimes when you're hungry, the hunger takes over and you have no self-control. So it's best to tell your body, make it so that you don't feel that hunger.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's move on to the mind.
Does anybody have anything else that they use grapefruit for that we haven't included here?
Yeah, I mix it with frankincense almost every day in my own homemade lotion.
Oh.
So frankincense and grapefruit are really yummy together.
Ooh, that's a blend. Yeah.
And you put it in lotion because of something it does for your skin, or just the smell? You like the smell?
I think both. I think because it makes me feel good, so I put it in my homemade lotion, and
okay.
Yeah.
So uplifts your mood.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right.
Anybody else have any other uses of grapefruit that they've had they want to share?
So Austin, do you mean hungry or hangry? Because we have hangry too.
Yeah. Hangry, I meant.
Yeah, like you're angry, hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It helps with that. Helps with hangry. And everyone knows that, right? Hangry, angry, and hungry at the same time. Yeah, we get that way. So sometimes, don't we? Okay, so for the mind, grapefruit is the oil of honoring the body. Okay, so according to the Emotions and Essential Oils book, the negative emotion grapefruit helps us shift out is hate for the body, or obsession with food or dieting, eating issues, anxiety over appearance. And the positive property that we can incorporate are respect for the body, meeting physical need, body acceptance, nourished, healthy relationship with food. Okay, anybody here not like grapefruit? Oh, you don't like it? That's good. I had a friend, she was traveling with me to New Zealand, and before we went for about a month or so, every time we met, she's like, oh, when we go, you got to try this. When we go, you got to try that. I'm like, oh, it just sounds all yummy. And then when we got there, and she had the grapefruit oil in her water bottle every day. And when we got to certain places, I'm like, isn't this where you said that we can have ice cream that's New Zealand and everything and creamy? And she's like, yeah, but I don't feel like it. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, maybe just a little scoop, And then when next place, it's like, hey, this is where you said that we're gonna have this cake thing. And she's like, yeah, but I don't feel like it the whole time. And I'm like, after 3 days, I'm thinking, you're so weird, because before we went, you told me to eat all these things, and now you don't feel like it. I'm like, what is that? What's in your water? What are you drinking? And she's like, grapefruit. I'm like, oh, that's why. So she's like, what? And like, grapefruit makes you feel satiety. You don't feel like craving for all these other things. And it's like, oh, okay. Oh. So it was good. You know, we didn't overindulge then. Yeah. So I'm glad you guys like it, but those people who don't like the grapefruit oil, try to look at the emotions, and it's basically helping you feel happier about your body and helping you love your body more. Right, so it's a very uplifting oil and it's invigorating, so you could, because it's part of citrus bliss too, you can diffuse it, smell it, and when you need a pick-me-up from being stressed and worried, it'll help you, you know, not tough to go to food as a replacement for the lack of sweetness and joy. Okay.
I like grapefruit because it's not as citrusy as lemon or orange. And if you're going to diffuse something, you know, it's a little bit more mild.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it does make you feel good. So.
Yep. All right, we can move on, I think, to spirit. This is fairly straightforward. Grapefruit is awesome, helps you love your body, helps you protect yourself, and helps you from just self-abuse, basically, because we've abused ourselves with junk food, with substance, lack of exercise, negative thinking. You can abuse yourself with negative thinking and self-hatred. And so it's grapefruit. It helps you physically relax and cleanses out all the nasty thoughts and food, nasty toxic food, and it helps you be more positive about your body. Okay, so when you're happy, more positive about your body, you'll be able to pay attention to what your body's trying to tell you, because your body's sending you information all the time, and some of us lack the self-awareness, and when we're lacking the self-awareness, we're not receiving information about little discomforts that our bodies have, and you know, not until it becomes a major problem then we notice, and then at that time we're surprised, but your bodies have already been telling you information over and over again. So I've met a few people that look sick. You know, they've got dark rings under their eyes, and you know, they've got just a lot of health problems that I can see, and they'll come up to the classes and they say, no, got nothing wrong, no aches, no pains, nothing. And I'm like, serious? You know, it just tells me that those people have just not allowed themselves to be self-aware. You know, so with my friends, they started cleansing and eating better, and they can just tell right away when they're eating something that their body shouldn't. Their body doesn't like it anymore, and they come to me and say, hey, I wonder why she can still like down this many hot dogs and, you know, burgers and things and still feel happy and good and healthy. Like, how come she doesn't have anything? And I said, no, she does. She's just not feeling it. You know, so it's good to be more sensitive to your body responses. Okay, and so that's what grapefruit does, and it helps you when you feel more love for yourself. The love that you give other people is substantial love. It's not hollow love. And when you have that love, your body's able to absorb more nutrients. Because sometimes people can't assimilate good nutrients even if they're feeding themselves the healthiest food in the world. Okay, does that make sense? Have you had any experience with that before? The lack of self-love, or people not absorbing nutrients because they don't like themselves?
Jade, you tested this oil for me, and that's why, just so I could love my body again. And I think I need to use it again.
Yeah, that's what you do.
But yeah, I mean, that's, you know, I don't know, at least for me, I go through and I use oils because with the purpose, and then I kind of forget what that purpose is, and then I'm reminded again. So I'm glad for the reminder.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes I helped a lady recently, and it was so hard for her to wrap her head around self-love, because she said, well, isn't that selfish? Isn't that a little bit, you're full
Conceited.
of yourself? Yeah, conceited. And I said, well, there's a balance in everything, right? So you can't go from one extreme to the next. So now we're doing self-abuse and self-hatred, self-loathing. And I said, you're loathing another child of God, do you realize? And she's like, oh, I didn't think about that. And her whole family is like, yeah, we've been trying to love her and tell her we love her, but she doesn't believe us. And I said, well, this is a good time to develop that self-love so you can teach yourself and your kids and your grandkids. And so this lady, she kind of got it now. Yeah. So we really don't want to come across as prideful and everything. So we go and go and go too far on the extreme instead of being balanced. Yeah. Okay, so we have our top 10 uses for grapefruit here. And you can print that out if you want to. If you just click on that, you'll get a PDF printable version.
I think some people are collecting these. Yeah.
And folders. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
That's it.
Uh-huh. Well, that's it for grapefruit. Does anybody else want to add anything?
That's grape.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
We're good now.
That joke
Thank
didn't
you
really...
for joining us. We should do a drawing for free grapefruit. Where's your phone, honey?
Oh, yep. Okay. All right. So
How many
drawing
people do we have?
free grapefruit. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people on our list that have joined us tonight, and so we are going to award a free grapefruit to somebody on that list. Okay. Here we go.
Number 3.
Debbie Westcott.
Woohoo!
Yay! So you're the winner of a bottle of grapefruit. Oh, you're muted. But we can see by your face that you're happy. It's a grapefruit.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you.
Congratulations, Debbie. So we'll get you that free bottle of grapefruit. And yeah.
Awesome. Great. So we'll end the call now. If anybody else.
Okay, that's it for
Everyone's good.
grapefruit, unless anybody
Yep.
else is saying anything.
Yep. And then we'll start our next call.